Hey folks, welcome to my possibly first of two, maybe more, probably two, Tier 5 factory tours. So first of all, let's start off with the Carrion Building, which is this one right here. This is processing all of the Caterium from one pure node that's over there, next to the waterfall over there. Processing all of that into quick wire, which I don't have a whole lot of use for right now, but that will become more useful later on. We also have the lines coming in here. These are 4 lines coming from 4 pure oil nodes way up here in this part of the map. One of them's peeling off and just coming down here so that I'm processing. This is all unfinished because I'm just using these 3 refineries to make rubber, plastic, and fuel, just so I have a bit available to me for, you know, hand-making computers and things like that. But this area here, I'm planning this will be my oil production or oil refining area, and the computer building will be either in between here or maybe over there or something. I want to kind of avoid that poisonous area over there. I might kind of leave that as leave this area here as a little bit of a nature preserve or something like that. Okay, so that's where we are with that. Oh yeah, over here there's another bus coming, like mini bus, I guess. Here's the main bus, a little mini bus coming in, bringing the coal that we're using for the coal power over there, but also bringing in iron and copper for this building over here, which is my motor production facility. So this is currently making me some motors. What is it? 5 per minute, and that's much more than I need. I've got all those motors sitting there. Probably this whole facility is probably going to get torn down at some point and replaced with whatever we need motors to be produced for later on. So there are basically 2 things available to me right now to build for Tier 5, and that is heavy modular frames and computers. And I don't want to do computers because I need a lot of screws. So many screws that it's going to be a giant pain in the ass to move them all without having the Mark IV conveyor belts, which is a Tier 6 thing. So, oh yeah, you also need screws for the reinforced iron plates to go into the modular frames, to go into the heavy modular frames. So I'm waiting to see if I can get the alternative stitched iron plate recipe. I did unlock the alternative heavy modular frame, so the modular frame itself does not need screws. It uses concrete instead of screws. But yeah, I'm gonna wait and see if I can get the stitched plate first before I go and build that. Otherwise, it's going to be a huge pain. Same thing with the computers. There's just so many screws that I really want to unlock the Tier 4 or the Mark IV conveyor belts. So to do that, I realize over here we need to upgrade our concrete facility for one thing, and the steel factory over here is mainly being used for, I mean, I'm using a little bit of steel pipe, but it's mostly for steel beams. But if I'm using the steel beams mostly for the Mark III conveyor belts, and once those are, once I've upgraded to Tier 4, I'm not really going to need all those steel beams. Like, not nearly as many steel beams. So I think what I'm going to do is tear both of these buildings down and turn this into a combined concrete and encased industrial beam facility in anticipation of unlocking that Tier 6 for the conveyor belts, the level 4 conveyor belts. That is what I'm going to do right now, and I will be back to show you my progress. Okay, and we're back, and here is the limestone and iron ore coming in from way over there. So I hooked up 2 more limestone nodes and 2 iron nodes. The 2 iron nodes are both normals, and the limestone is 1 normal and 1 impure. Now, I forgot that when I was shutting down this building over here, the old steel factory, I already had 120 iron ore here. So I didn't actually have to hook up both of the normal iron nodes over there. I only had to do 1. So this is going to be sitting here dormant for a while until I find another use for that. But here's the building. It's a little bit messy. I upgraded the coal as well, so there's actually just enough coal coming in for all the encased beams here, and also there's just a tiny little bit of extra for the motors. So hopefully I'm not going to need too many motors and encased beams at the same time, at least not for right now. This is how it looks right now. It's a little bit, I can't actually show you the top. I'll have to get over there. I had to reroute some of my walkways and things here. Okay, so here is the top floor. So here's all the foundries. Not foundries. Yeah, foundries. Taking in the iron and coal and turning it into steel. And this is the contraption I used for getting them all split properly and stuff. It looks pretty cool. It's the first time I've done that particular design. Over here we've got a floating splitter. This is where all our concrete's being made. So you got the concrete on one side and the steel ingots on the other. And once again I did the top-down design, so all the smelting is going on the top floor. I was planning on having the concrete made on the second floor along with steel beams, but I don't have room, and I will show you why. So this goes over here, goes back down there, and then goes down, because it's only needed on the bottom floor, right, with the assemblers. Let me drop down 1 level here. There we go. Okay, so over here, actually, you know what? I'm going to go back up. We can maybe look at it from that floor. Okay, here we go. So there's all the steel beams are being made there, and then they're coming, the steel ingots are coming in on this side, and the beams are going out there and going down. Over here, I was going to combine all 3 limestone nodes and have it all made together, have 6 constructors doing concrete, but once again, ran out of room, so I couldn't figure out how to get the things all linked up. So I just added an extra concrete constructor there and upgraded the node there. So that's what's producing my concrete right now for just regular concrete use, and then this floor is producing it for the encased steel beams. Okay, I also have the last one here is just making a little bit of pipe for me as extra, because I had enough extra steel, because I don't really use a lot of steel pipe right now, not on this. This is just for my personal use. Okay, so everything then goes out, and we can go down here, and this is kind of a mess. This is the pipes, I believe. Yeah, that's the pipes going down there, and they're being stored here. And then the next storage is the encased steel beams. They're actually coming from that side. And then the last one, this one going down there, zigzagging, is the concrete. So the concrete's a bit of a mess over here. It comes from here, goes up to the second floor, gets processed, and then comes back down and goes into this container right here. And over here, we've got the assemblers. So the steel beams are coming down here and going in this side. And the concrete is coming down on that side and going across and coming into here, and then they're being merged and going into the storage place. Unfortunately, it's only 12 encased beams per minute, so it's not really fantastic. It is going to take quite a while for this to fill up and give me lots of encased beams to upgrade all of my conveyors that I want to upgrade, but there you go. I thought I would give you a look at how this looks before I close it all up. And yeah, there's my encased steel beam. So the next thing is probably going to be heavy modular frames, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm probably going to be hand making the computers for right now. Now, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll leave this video here, and then we'll maybe make another video either with the heavy steel beam or heavy modular frames on another tier 5 video, or I'll just go to tier 6 and we will do the computers as well. So that should be fun. Thank you very much for joining me, and we will see you in another episode.